What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to A Therapeutic Edge. Today we are talking about the Buck Marksman. So I've wanted one of these for a long time, and I'm glad I finally got one in hand. I'm glad I didn't pay the full $115 that they charge for it on Amazon, for instance, because I don't think it's really worth $115, and that's a bummer. The aluminum scales are well done. The 154 cm blade is a good length. The grind is fairly well done. Overall fit and finish is pretty good. The G&G Hawk SLS, or secure locking system, which is this big bar across the back, is interesting. And it allows the knife to really be smooth because there's no detent ball pushing on the blade when you're opening and closing it. So it basically it's just free. I really like the knife, but the 100+ price point market is awfully full of interesting and really well done knives. Now, this was a bit of a stretch for Buck when they did it. It's different than what they normally do, and that makes me happy. I love Buck knives. I grew up with one. I'm sure most of you did as well. I would love to see them really own the market and be something cool. However, they show themselves to be not that interested in the final project in a couple of places here, and that's a bummer. Now, don't get me wrong, it's got a nice deep carry pocket clip, nice thick blade stock that is ground to be relatively thin behind the edge because of that hollow grind. The action, again, is super good. You can flick it. You can roll it if that's your jam. You can actually just drop it open if you open this, and then just give it a little flick. It's a nice knife. I would love to see Buck do more of this, and by this I mean challenge themselves with different materials, more advanced blade steels, and a more tuned eye towards engineering. Of that, there's no doubt. They did that here. I wish they'd have spent a little more time on this, but overall, it is a good knife. If you are looking for a good Buck knife, a good made-in-the-USA knife, you can't go wrong with this one. I guess my complaint is that I think it could have been better, and I wish that they had spent just a little more time, effort, and energy to make it that way. However, I'm glad I have it. You'll be seeing more of it because I'm going to do a longer-term review. I intend to give this a fair amount of pocket time, use it in my rough and tumble daily life in an office. Okay, I admit it. It's not going to get that much hard use, but we're going to put it to as much use as we can manage, and then I will come back and talk about it some more. Anyway, thanks for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them down in the comments. I look forward to talking to you next time.